to another episode of In the Kitchen with Shoky. And today in the kitchen, we have a bunch of boxes. Got boxes here, got boxes here, and I have a box down there. Also, the accent is back. Shout out to Joe Guns. Look, the last couple things, really quick. Didn't want to bother. It's been one of those days, it's been one of those weeks, so, and if you're following me, you know what's going on. But wanted to get back to a little bit of normalcy. And doing a really dumb accent and trying to have fun. A little bit of normalcy. So, while I have a bunch of boxes that have come in here, I've also purchased stuff that's right here. You can't see it. I had to make sure the framing was good enough that you could not see it. So I've been purchasing things in person. Some things you guys just see beforehand. Other times it's like now where I can actually show it to you in the kitchen. Kitchen. I think people get confused that they think it's a cooking show. Maybe I need to put unboxing in the title more often. So first up, from the War for Cybertron Kingdom line, I have another Beast Wars figure, and it is the Air Razor. Also, I thought there was another R in there. It's only two. So it's the little Falcon or Hawk or whatever girl she is. She's Hawk Girl, DC. And I don't think I've ever had an Air Razor, although, like, part of me feels like I had some bird transforming robot back in the day, but I didn't have that many Beast Wars figures back in the day. I had, like, Dinobot and Tigatron. So somebody else I knew must have had Air Razor, and we got together or something like that. But as we looked at so far with most of the Kingdom line, including upcoming, if not just recently released videos, YouTube time travel, they're pretty good. So there's that, picked up at Target. Yay. Also from Target, a different Target, I picked up another NECA figure, and it is another Back to the Future one, and it is Ultimate Doc Brown from 2015, or at least Back to the Future 2. So I asked for a doc that would have more things, and here they did. And also teases. They also show off that there is a Griff coming at some point. Though I don't know why they need to specify that he was from 2015. It's the only time period he existed. Also, weird thing, when they reset the timelines to make better future, did Griff happen to disappear? They never exactly go back to find out. We just know that Marty is no longer fired. Marty could be dead. Anybody ever consider that? We don't know how the future really panned out for them, other than the fact that they altered it, right? Right. So, off the bat, it does look pretty cool, though a little bit stupid, just because of the big raincoat. But, you know, it's nice. Those are some really strange pants. I mean, future stuff as it is, but, you know. And they're readily available. Target, Walmart. Don't bother ordering online. Don't overpay for it. Just find it. So, man, my face is like super red. Wiping it a lot, wiping sweat. And I've been crying. Also, if you're following the situation, you know why. Tears. Next up, the other day I went down into Houston proper and went to Japan House, which is a cool place. They've got all kinds of figures, other Japanese things, as in silverware, knives, all Japanese things, including Gunpla. So I got a Gunpla. Remember, this is a Gundam and Gunpla channel only, remember? And they had the Blitz MG. So for those who have been, you know, really, really wanting more Master Grade Mondays, I got another Master Grade. Actually, I have more coming. That box isn't here yet. It'll probably be an addendum at the end of this one or a quick unboxing later. So either way, from the Seed line, also really wish I had gone to Japan House first before I put in that order to Gundam Planet. Would have saved shipping. You'll see. So it's a Blitz Gundam, and as I have always wanted to get the original run of Seed Gundams, and I just always slept on them, here we go. There's still one more that I need to get. You'll see. Okay, I'm kind of running out of places to put stuff. Also, from Japan House, as I was leaving, I met up with good old Dougie Ty. He was featured on Builder Showcase a long time ago. Talked to him a couple times here and there, and I think he may have participated in the contest. I don't remember. But he pointed out on the way out, hey look, Kamen Rider stuff. And I went, oh no. So for those who don't know, I'm a very surface level Kamen Rider fan. I follow Kamen Rider through other YouTubers, such as Dawson Rider, or MGO, or a couple other ones. I follow either the story itself, or the figures and things that come out. And my absolute favorite in the last few years was Kamen Rider Ghost. I really kind of want the Ghost Driver, the Ghost Driver, in the icons. I love that gimmick. I love the designs of the characters. I liked the whole aspect of it. May not have been the best season in a lot of people's eyes. You know, not best acted or whatever. I don't care. But this figure is badass. And it is the SIC Kamen Rider Ghost. I have wanted this ever since I saw it. Come up for pre-order. And it is his, what is it? Ore Damashi. So that's his normal Ghost form. His base form, as it were. So Ghost has his normal form, and then he changes out his Damashis depending on the ghost or the spirit that he uncovers or whatever is linked to a certain item, and he gains the powers of said people, like Billy the Kid and other such things. This is his base form. It comes with some pretty sick weaponry and stuff like that, and also a display based off of the way the Damashi, because they were living characters as ghost jackets, and you see he's got like the hood and the jacket and stuff like that. Really sick design. The orange and the black, I loved all of it. And this is their version of it. And the SIC line, the other one I would definitely get would be Kamen Rider Drive, because that one is so crazy good. Also, some of the Gaim ones are really cool. So, those things will be on review. Although, I need you guys to let me know who are watching this. When it comes to, like, the really cool anime stuff, would you rather me do it here on the main channel, so that more people will see it, or keep it over on the Shoky Reviews 2 channel with the more action figure related stuff? Let me know. Also, I will do out-the-box stuff for these, like I've been doing, but they will generally come out after the review. So if you guys want to see my original thoughts, me futzing around with things, learning about them, stuff like that, stick around till the reviews are over, probably for a few days. Probably just do out-the-box on the weekends, and so you can see my initial reactions. Those things were up on the Patreon. Nobody seemed to care. Patreon died. So, you know, I'm trying to find a good way to keep that content for you guys to watch as well. But the other option is the out-the-box stuff can live on the second channel, and it can come out either the same day or after the initial reviews, depending on which ones they are. Obviously, action figures are going to be on the second channel anyways. So, but that's it for loose stuff that I got, because I can't think of any. I have one more box. It's in the other room. Come on. Okay, so I forgot about this one. It was in the other room. I had to put boxes away due to our slightly different living arrangements that have changed back to normal. It's a sad day, guys. I'm keeping it together right now and drowning myself in cool plastic stuff to make myself feel better right now. I'm not even joking about that. I really am. You'll see in the vlogs. So make sure if you care about life and stuff, I have gone back to vlogging on the second channel because content. But yeah. All right. So this is from my comic shop. I do suggest that if you don't have a good local comic book store, you check out my comic shop. It is a very, very cool thing. It is Texas-based, which is good for me because I can order something and it'll be here in 1 or 2 days. Sometimes one day if I catch it right enough. But something came out this week that I missed. or actually no, it came out last week and I missed, and I had to order it. I was excited, and for those who don't follow my comic book loves, as it were, I'm currently only reading the 2 different Power Rangers lines, which the last time I got something from them was a Power Rangers related thing. This one is Ninja Turtles related. Yeah, this is the point where the voice kind of comes and goes. So this is The Last Ronin, issue 3. I believe it's going to only be a 5-issue run. I believe either 5 or 6. I thought I saw 5. And for each issue of The Last Ronin, which is set in a future time, there is only 1 Ninja Turtle left. The rest have perished, along with other people in their lives. We are now in the future. Each one covers basically the death of one of the turtles and how we got to here, and potentially more. No spoilers, please do not spoil anything. I know people who are waiting till the story has ended to just get the entire book instead of the individual covers and stuff like that. Personally, I really am a fan of just picking these up without having to wait. So, very excited to have finally gotten that. By the way, my comic shop has generally decent prices. You can get, and this is not sponsored by anyways, though I would, they have good prices for brand new stuff. They sell vintage things, they buy things, they hold auctions. I think they'll grade stuff, I could be wrong. Even though my local guy can now grade stuff, if I want to go get anything graded and or sell. But they also cover a lot, no pun intended, lots of variants. Someone forgot to mute the phone. It was me. I forgot to mute it. Also, as I pointed out before, they send them in a very sturdy outer box with a protective cardboard shell and an outer very thick bag that is taped inside. And then they also come in their own slipcover to help protect it. So, generally speaking, it would have to be completely soaked in water, probably underwater, to actually be effective. And it feels like I haven't done this in a while. My drink is way over there and I'm thirsty. Hold on. Seriously thirsty from talking so much. Also, the pile of boxes is sort of blocking my other light. That was almost tragic. Okay, so, as before, I talked about the Chosen Prime, the issues I had, and I wanted to go ahead and say here, I did get a hold of the actual guy from Chosen Prime via the Realm. Thank you so much for everybody in the Realm who helped me get in contact with him. We dealt with the problem. Apparently there was a true communications breakdown. And it should not have gone that way. And now they're kind of aware that there's probably customers out there who are getting ignored, not by their own activity, but by a weird system that, I guess it's their automated system. People reply to it. And then, of course, it doesn't go through because it's an automated system. But in a lot of ways, it's the same email that you receive, and it's the same email address you kind of send to, but because it's an automated email, it doesn't ever go back through. So that may have been what happened. But even when I contacted them, he doesn't know what happened there. And he said, it wasn't me, it must have been this other person, but now this guy handles everything. So when I talked to them about that, that was fine. Got it dealt with, I got my refund. They didn't send me a return label or anything like that. So I'll figure out what to do with that. Maybe I'll contact them directly and be like, hey, do you guys want this back? Because I don't need it and I don't want to throw it away. And it might be useful to people who also end up missing parts. Something like that. But that's something that can be settled later. So I altered the title and altered the thumbnail of the previous video. But having that out there into the world to show that there was definitely a problem, wasn't exactly their fault, and but on the customer side, especially people who feel like they've had issues, and there's a couple of you guys, and then comments elsewhere where people definitely had issues with them. There's a reason people don't like them, and sometimes it's either that, or I've heard stories of issues at cons or other kinds of issues. So when you have a reputation, you either need to find a way to break it or something. And in my case, literally my case, they helped me, they dealt with it, we're good to go. It would have been nice had it been dealt with months ago instead of having to wait. But without knowing that there's a literal communications break, it sucks. I could have tried harder, I get that. COVID, life, everything else, excuses. We're back to normal, and as I previously stated, I'm still buying stuff from them. I think I still have a box coming from them. Like, I'm so bad. Like, I need to use their roller stash, which is kind of like BBTS's pile of loot, where you can just sort of stack stuff and then send it all together. I placed 4 orders in the last 4 weeks. That's how stupid I am. So, first box from Le Chosen Prime. Also, one of these is I used my refund to purchase one of these. I don't know which one's which. Just to be honest, because I think this is the singular item. I think that is the 2 other items. Is what it is. So, we have the box from The Chosen Prime. I'm gonna open that up. Carefully. Also, knife safety. Something stinks. Okay. So, for those who watch my channel, know that I do love collecting the legend scale stuff. For the most part, I only collect the NewAge. I have 2 Magic Square items, but then I also have 2 items from Transform Element, and they are Beast Wars related. It's the Rat Trap and the Black Arachnia. The Black Arachnia is crap. The Rat Trap is slightly better crap. So what did I do? I bought the next one, which is Scorponok. It's the Stinger Warrior. Now, one thing that's actually really cool about them, this is funny. Specification, colors, and contents may vary from illustrations. Also, they changed their box design again. Which is like no consistency across this line. Although, like, in a lot of ways, it's very, very on point from the pictures they've shown to actual Beast Wars Scorponok. And you can see here what it looks like there. Like, they got the face design and everything. And with the fact that the Kingdom version of Scorponok is coming eventually, I will get that. I don't like it. Like, I don't really like the design of it. But this one is very much on point. If they keep going and they get better, like, this needs to be a marked improvement over Rat Trap, in my opinion. Black Arachnia was their first one. It's garbage. Paint-wise. Figure-wise, it's pretty good. Transformation, paint is so off. The plastic coloring is so off, it's off-putting. Rat Trap's design and the way he transformed, pain in the ass. But in bot mode, looks really, really good. And actually is almost the same size as the core class. Go watch the review, you'll see. So there'll be an out the box for this, and watch me struggle to figure out how to transform it. And hopefully not break anything. But I wish it had a window so you could, like, see inside. That's one thing I like about the NewAge ones. So that goes over there. I don't know if you guys have noticed that basically I've done a lot more Transformers in the last couple years. And that's because Transformers are freaking cool. I like Gundam still. I still like to build. However, I'm much more into playing with stuff right now. Okay, I gotta carefully kind of... Don't want to knock up light. So here's something strange in your neighborhood. This box is from Eaglemoss, even though I just got a box from Eaglemoss. Right after I just got another box from Eaglemoss. And I have another box from Eaglemoss. So this one, I'm not sure what's in it. Because they said they were sending another special gift. I don't know if this is the special gift or the parts for the next section, which I will be going back to doing Eaglemoss Ecto 1 builds. I'll be making the previous ones public here and there. Maybe tomorrow. I'll do one of the earlier ones. Yeah, this is all the Patreon content that's coming live again. for everybody. So I don't know what's in this box, but I know there's a much bigger one on the floor that I got yesterday. I saved it. Okay, so let's see what this is. Okay. So this one is parts. Okay, so it is more control panels and such. Yay. And then some inner running boards. As such. Just big silver box. So all of these parts are going towards building out the back section of it. You know, where the proton packs and stuff were, and all the extra equipment that were in the back. There's another inner running board. Pre-painted, looks okay. And we have the instrucciones, which is pretty heavy. Also, they're going to have to send another book, because mine's going to be full after the last 3 that I've got here that I need to do. So this is going to be another quickie one. So the previous one had the electronics in it. This one had the last few bits there. Now I'm going to peek ahead. Let's see what's coming up. Looks like more LEDs and stuff like that. Wait a minute. Were these out of order? Wait a minute. This is out of order. Oh, you know what? I said I thought I missed one. I bet... Because right there, literally right behind me on the table over there, is the lights and electronics. I knew it. I was missing one. I wasn't crazy. I bet they sent it. It probably sat in the office and they never let me know. And then they sent it back, and then this was it getting returned. Hey, at least they're good about that. No. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, I saw this stuff in a previous thing, but I know I never built these things. So now I know what's in that box. That's the other cool stuff. Because, you know, they preview what's coming, like I just showed you. And so when they showed me that what's previewed is the stuff in that box, and I realized, wait a minute, I have 18 already. This is 17. I'm not crazy. So yeah, I think that's what happened. I think this got returned, and then they sent it back. In a different box, probably. But I would also explain why this box is a little bit more beat up than normal, if that happened. But so that happens. It totally happens. Okay, so should we do this one or that one? Since we're already on an Eaglemoss kick. Go Chosen Bride, Eaglemoss, Chosen Bride, Eaglemoss. I'll save the big box for when I have things. So, more Chosen Bride. Though I will say, this is heavier than I thought. And I know what's in here. So that would mean that the things that I ordered are either bigger or heavier than anticipated. And they're small things, so that's why I'm confused. Oh wow, those are way bigger than I thought. Okay. Okay. Whoa. That's where all that weight is. Okay. Okay, so, once again, discussing legend scale stuff, NewAge stuff. They had a minor sale, and once again, I had... Wait, I might take it back. These I used my refund on. Because they knocked off like $40 some odd. And it is the NewAge Core Scenery Set A. And this is heavy, and I didn't expect it to be so. So that leads me to believe that at least one of these things is made of something sturdy. I also did not expect it to come in styrofoam. So because you guys probably have no idea what this is, I'm going to actually open it so you guys can see my initial reaction. And yeah, this feels like... It feels like a polystone statue, you know, just like I had with Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. That is polystone for sure. Wow. Okay. Absolutely not what I expected. So, let me show you this first. This is a big orange piece of stuff. Gotta get some of that out of there. And if that looks familiar, of course, that's where a specific transformer would be laying to be analyzed. It's pretty cool. Although the funny thing is, it does look like it should slide up and down. See the little mark here? I thought this was plastic. Listen. Not plastic. Now the other part of this, which I also assume is polystone, with some holographicness going on. So those are stickers and a couple, or actually, might be full-on stickers, but yeah, it's stickers, and that one's not played very well, but it is what it is. This one is certainly very cool. So basically, these are scenery sets or diorama sets. Oh, good, they came. Oh, comes with replacement stickers. Amazing. Okay. Credit where credit is due, NewAge. You still haven't seen it, right? Teletran 1. That's pretty awesome. It needs some cleaning, just because of the styrofoam and whatnot. But I mean, it's pre-shaded. Look at that. It's fully painted, the orange at least. Actually, I'm assuming it might just be cast in that. Yeah, and then that's got a wash. And then it's got stickers for the different displays. This one's off, but it is what it is. Did not expect these to be polystone. I absolutely expected these to be plastic. That explains why they cost so much. They're like $70 a piece, $80 a piece. And given that it's basically a big ass heavy thing, and yeah, even though it looks a little odd, they do scale to the Legends. So, well, probably do. I'm already planning on doing dioramas for my Transformers displays, including the big City Bot battles that are happening. So these will go for smaller, like, inside displays. So this is very much an inside the arc display. I want to have a different kind of display for things. You know, I can have some orange walls, have them like talking about stuff. That could even be like a birth of the Dinobots situation. So, but there are two things in the box, as I stated. There's two sets of core scenery. This one's purple. You guess. Are you guessing? Some of you don't have to guess, because you already know what I'm going to get. This is cool in a very different way. Purple box. Now, I got this one for kind of one concept I wanted to do. Oh, wow. Okay. That metallic paint is killer. Alright, so. Fucking styrofoam. Alright, so it's going to take a lot of cleaning to get the styrofoam bits out. But we get a Decepticon throne. Yeah. So that's designed for Megatron, basically, to sit on. Or perhaps another person who thought they were worthy of the seat and or crown. Catch my drift. But there's another cool piece in here. Not just this. Because Megatron likes to sit in big chairs. And in one episode, he definitely went for a much bigger chair. Like this one. So, that time that Megatron decided that Abe Lincoln didn't need to have his seat. Yeah. And, you know, they painted it up to look like marble. It definitely has 3D texture lines, or at least cast lines. Or maybe that's just sanding lines. This if it's polystone, it's not as dense. This is super dense. This feels hollow. That feels solid. Oh yeah, you can see how you see the edges there, yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm not entirely certain what I'll do with it, although I could get one of the alternate versions of Megatron, like the metallic one, and just do that little scene, like a little vignette of him on that. Whereas I can have that throne and it can do whatever, either on Cybertron or on the Nemesis, just depending. I don't know exactly where that particular throne is supposed to come from, but... And yeah, it's off by just a little because they can't be like, yeah, it's totally a Decepticon logo, so it's missing the eye cutouts. By the way, this is a very long in the kitchen video, but this is what happens when I get a whole bunch of stuff at once. You guys should know. Or how long the Christmas video was. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away very carefully. Very, very carefully. Seriously, I was wondering why the shipping was more than normal. I didn't realize it was that heavy. I mean, it wasn't ridiculous, but... Big Eaglemoss box. Big thing. Alright, so this, if this is the parts I'm thinking it is, assuming it's parts, because once again, they said they were sending a gift soon. I just didn't know if this was it. And I was wondering, you know, with that last box, I'm like, why do I have another box? I just got a box. So that was confusing. Nope, nope. This is build up, build up, build up. Check that before. Okay, so for those not following the Ecto 1 build, because well, nobody was following the Ecto 1 build, it's basically a big sled right now. Just the subframe and the chassis. Chassis. For those who are weird. So this, wow, it's so big they had to put boxes inside boxes. Okay, so this is issue 19, so that means I have 16, 17, 18, and 19 to do. This is much bigger parts. And in fact, next time, you even get bigger parts. Well, this is cool. And as I've asked before, if you guys are interested, because this has entire, not just the instructions, but full-on read-ups of stuff, if you are interested in checking that out, let me know. Like, if you want me to read that and show it off, stuff like that, by all means. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show off some of these parts. Oh, jeez, that's heavy. So, let's see how big that is. This is die-cast and painted black. And if I had to guess, that's under the hood. Parts. Another bag, which is lots of lights. Lots of little LEDs. So, oh, there's a chip there too. Nice. Red and white. So previously, we got the actual control box, the power box, and some extra wiring. None of which I've done just yet. That's extra stuff because in this one, you get to the biggest parts of the body. That's the whole back section where the hatch is, like that. So they actually have the frame of the car. But not just that. The big one, which is that whole part of the car in a cake box. It's a very fancy cake. So, it's a ridiculous box. I'll probably have to save that for later. There's a small runner of things over there. So I guess that's for setting it on the body. In theory, in theory, let me look. One thing I'm always interested in with the instructions is, do you attach the parts you just assembled, or do you put them together separately and then come back later? So hold on, let me look. Okay, so no. What we do, spoilers, is assemble the whole framework of the body, the actual body. Assemble that. Still cool, and I can still set it. Oh, okay, so you're wiring up the whole front grille and assembling the chassis. Oh, there's a big. What is that? Oh, there's an engine information plate that goes in the front hood section here. Let's talk about the Miller Meteor division. Those are the guys who built that ambulance. Or hearse. Oh, wow, this shows you how to run the wires under the body. That's pretty cool. So basically, at some point, I'm going to have a whole bunch of wire spaghetti hanging out. This is the part that I was getting super excited about. So for those who have no idea what I'm talking about, the Eaglemoss, what is it called? The Collector Edition, they do build-ups. So Eaglemoss does things like the Star Trek ships, other types of spaceships that are just little die-cast / plastic figures, so to speak, for lack of a better term. And then they'll do miniature statues of figures and things like that, kind of like the Ghostbusters one over there that I got that I don't care about. But they do the build-ups of iconic vehicles. I went for Ecto 1 because Ecto 1, they have the DeLorean. I think, I have to double check, I think they have Kit from Knight Rider. They have a Shelby Cobra. They've got, oh, they just released a build-up for the Enterprise D, which seems to be pretty simple, if I'm honest. If you're interested in a lot of these things, look up World of Wayne on YouTube. He's building, like, all the things, whether they're Eaglemoss or other ones. They have the James Bond Aston Martin. I believe they have a 300 SL. I believe it's an SL Gullwing, or a 300S Gullwing Mercedes. From way back in the day, one of my favorite classic cars of all time. Absolutely gorgeous car. They have those things. They're expensive for what they are. It comes monthly. If there was a way to pause it, I might do that. Like pause it for a couple months while we look for a new place to live. But I will be doing the build-up videos. Pay attention to that. I'll do updates for it. This is a very long unboxing video, and I don't even have my Gundam Planet box. So that's crazy. So if I add on the Gundam Planet footage, it'll be right here. If I don't do it, it'll be in its own separate video on a different day. But with all this really cool stuff that I got, I'm super happy. I'm going to read the last Ronin issue. And then, I don't know, maybe play with something. Or go back to watching Star Trek Discovery. Oh, I do have a pre-order that has arrived Gunpla-wise at BBTS. That's pretty cool. I'm really, really honestly scared that a lot of the stuff I ordered from BBTS that said March is all going to come in May or June, like all of it at once, and yeah. But either way, thank you for watching. Make sure you stick around for all these reviews. I have a lot of content either coming out or filmed that I have not been able to edit, and I have so much more that I need to film, either tomorrow, Monday, whatever, and that's all going to happen. So make sure you do all the things. As of right now, I should be doing a live stream tonight on the day that I'm filming this. I'll be doing Q&As and other things like that. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you came to see that. You know, YouTube time travel. But remember, as always, get out of my kitchen. I need lunch. It's like late in the day. Like really late in the day. I didn't work, and I'm tired, and I'm very sad, and I have all this cool stuff. It's a very mixed emotions kind of day. Very. obligatory walk-off